Hey, welcome back here to another episode today. It's Tackle Tuesday. Coming at you, favorite fall tactics. Let's just roll out some of my One of my favorite ways to fish in the fall is throwing a lipless crankbait. And one of the reasons is because I catch so many fish. And a lot of people think jerkbait, this, slowing down, upsizing, these, going down. I love throwing lipless. I'm from the north. I fish up north most of the time. I'm not from the south. I don't really fish, big Texas bass. And one of the things I love to fish for is walleye. I really haven't made a video on it, but it's one because I got a spot. I don't want to show you guys John B's Lake X. I'm not going to show you guys that. I might make it and call it River X, but I'm not going to show you. Anyway, one of the main things I throw are lipless crankbaits, and like I said, it catches me fish. Most of the time I'm throwing it for smallmouth, and I do throw it for walleye as well. Same way, same style. There's multiple ways to fish them. My favorite way is to yo-yo it, or to jig it, or however you want to call it. I call it a yo-yo and a crankbait. One of the things I like to do when I yo-yo a crankbait is I get it and I cast out. I let it sink all the way to the bottom, and it comes to the bottom like this. And you just rip, and it wiggles up, and it comes down. And you wiggle up, and you come down. And you rip it up, and rip it off the bottom. And basically what that does is it triggers. And a lot of my bites will come, I rip up, it comes up, and then it goes down. And when it's going down is when they hammer it. That's basically the key. Just how I fish them. I fish them other ways too. It's not like I just yo-yo them all the time. It's not the only technique I do with the lipless crankbait. Sometimes I slow roll them on the bottom. Sometimes I just barely off the bottom, hugging, just straight retrieve. Every once in a while, I'll give it a pop. Another technique I do is I burn them. I love burning lipless crankbaits along a flat, like a shallow flat or something. The half ounce is a little heavy for that, but I do love burning lipless crankbaits. The ones I use the most, like the brand, if you want to know brands or whatever, is the Strike King Red Eye Shad. And I like that one because of this red eye. I don't know if you could see it. I love the red eye on these things. It's so... I don't know the word for it, but I like the red eye. But you can get... I have tungsten 2 trap. I don't know where it is. I might have lost it. But there's a couple different. There's silence, there's rattles, there's little BBs like this one. There's some that have just 2 tungsten balls in it, right here. And basically it's 2 knock sounds. It's and each one works differently for different applications. You can upsize and you can downsize. I find this size and the profile of these baits to be the best, and it's the half ounce. There are ones that are smaller that are quarter ounce or in different sizes, and there's some that are even bigger, like a 3/4, and those are big. But I find this size continually catches the most fish out of all the sizes, and the colors I like to throw. I like to throw craw patterns and bait fish patterns, your shad and whatnot. But let's start with the craw. I normally do carry like a PB&J craw with me, but I actually just lost that one the other day. Got hung up on a rock or something down in the depths. It could have been the Loch Ness Monster. But you never know. Fish story tells it was the biggest fish of my life. But anyway, craws. You got your red. Always have a red lipless on you. This thing is money. And not only in the fall and the spring. Try this in the spring if you haven't tried it. Low-key tip right there. You got your red. I like this, a little yellow with a little brown on top. Different colors. And all this depends on the bottom and your water clarity, confidence. A lot of this is confidence. Well, another color I like to throw, and then I get into the bait fish pattern. Just a little sexy shad, nothing too extravagant, just simple. I like it simple. I love chrome, as you can tell. I love chrome. This is one of my favorite ones. Not my favorite, but one of my favorite ones. I mean, you can tell. I mean, look at the lip on that thing. It's just destroyed. But this thing catches tons of fish, dingy water, all the time. This is a key to my success. I like to throw a lot of different colors too, like something new. I found this one, had to pick it up. It's a little, I don't even know the name for it, but it's blue with a little bit of orange on it, a little dot right there with a little bunch of orange speckles. But this is a great one. I found that this one works pretty well, better than you'd think, and probably my favorite one is this one. Just It's natural. It's not too out of the ordinary, but I love the orange belly on it. It's got a little bit of reflective to it, nothing too out of the way. And for the waters I fish and where I fish, this looks very natural. So basically, you want to match, the style of fishing that you're around. Whether it's a rock bottom or a little bit softer bottom, but I would recommend changing out these hooks. They're not the best. I don't always change out my hooks. As you can tell on this one, I haven't, and got my hook out. So change your hooks out. That's not too hard to do. I just get lazy and don't do it all the time. You can run it stock, run it right out of the package, and it's worked for me. You will lose fish on it, and I have lost fish on it because of the hooks, but I would recommend changing them out. But other than that, that's my lipless. I do have a couple more. I don't have them on me right now. Like I said, I have those silent ones. I have the 2 tungsten 2 chap. I got bigger sizes, smaller sizes. But I do like to stick to the Strike King. I do find this one to be the most suitable for what I fish and how I fish. Oh, lastly, this is the last thing about this. Another reason why I like these is because of how they fall. And this makes a world of a difference. Especially when I'm yo-yoing it like this, a lot of the time they're not going to fall and swoop sideways or like turn around and flip upside down or do some magic trick. I don't know. They're going to fall straight down. And what I mean by that is when you bounce that thing, you catch it, you let it sink to the bottom, and you rip it up, and it's going to vibrate up like this, and it's going to slowly wobble back down. And then it's going to rip up again. It's going to slowly wobble back down and fall. And how the action is on the fall is so important. It's one of the most important things I actually look for when I'm trying to, when I'm going out and buying a lipless or trying to find one I like, is how this thing falls when it wobbles down. It doesn't turn over. It doesn't roll over. It doesn't move left or right too much. It falls straight down, and it has that wobble to it when it falls down, and that's huge. That's probably one of the more important things that I actually look for. But other than that, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you learned a little bit, and I will catch you guys on Thursday. Stay tuned for that. I got a little sneak peek, and I hope you're going to like it. It's a nice throwback story because it's Thursday. And it might have something to do with the lipless. I'm not sure. I'm not dropped any hints. But I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Hope you catch a lot of fish this week. Hope you catch a lot of fish on the weekend. And remember, always fish for the moment.